To test an email campaign in Brevo, log into your account at app.brevo.com and wait for the dashboard to fully load. If you're on a team plan, double check you're in the right organization. I once wasted 15 minutes hunting for a campaign that was sitting in a client's workspace I'd forgotten to switch out of. Once you're in, click Marketing in the left sidebar, then Campaigns. That lists every email campaign, draft and sent blast you've created. Locate the specific campaign you want to test. Don't just skim the names. I've seen too many people accidentally test the wrong variant because they had newsletter_July_V3 and newsletter_July_V3_final right next to each other. Hover over the campaign row, click the 3 dots on the far right, and from that menu choose Preview and Test. That single click opens Brevo's testing environment. It's not the same as the email builder preview. This is the dedicated sandbox where you can see your email exactly as it will render and fire off real test sends. The preview loads instantly on the right side, so you can scroll through the whole email, check that images aren't broken, and tap every button right there. I habitually click every single link in the preview before sending a test, because the preview runs in a browser sandbox that catches most things, but I've had it miss a malformed mail to link before. When you're ready, click the Send Test Email button. A panel slides out where you pick the recipient. Brevo lets you send to any email address, not just your own profile address. I send the first test to myself, then a second to a team member who hasn't been staring at the same design for 2 days, and will catch the stuff I'm blind to. You can test up to 5 addresses per campaign, and I usually use at least 2, one Gmail and one Outlook or corporate exchange address, because rendering quirks differ wildly. Select your recipient, then hit Send Test. The test email typically lands within a few seconds. Refresh your inbox, but don't panic if it takes a minute. Occasionally, Brevo's test queue backs up during peak European morning hours. When it arrives, open it on your primary device first and immediately look at the subject line, preview text, and sender name. Those 3 elements determine whether anyone actually opens your campaign. I once sent a test where the preview text still had the placeholder lorem ipsum dolor me because I'd edited the subject line but forgot the preview text field lives just below it in the Setup tab. Scroll through the body slowly, check that all images are loading. Brevo hosts them on their CDN, but if you accidentally linked an image from your local machine or a private Dropbox, it'll show as a broken icon only in the real inbox. The in-builder preview often caches it. Tap every single button and link. They must open in the default browser, not inside the email client's weird embedded web view. If you've set up UTM parameters, which you absolutely should have, because Brevo auto-appends them only if you enable it in the campaign's advanced settings, verify those tags appear in the final URL. I always copy a link from the test email into a text editor to scan the UTM string. A missing and UTM_campaign =, can trash your analytics in one send. Now, pull the test email up on a mobile device. Brevo's campaign builder has a responsive toggle in the top bar, but that preview emulates only so much. Open the email in Apple Mail and Gmail apps on iOS, and at least one Android client if you can. Look for layout breakage. Columns that were side by side on desktop often stack on mobile, and that's fine unless a crucial CTA drops below the fold. Check that your font sizes don't shrink to 8 pixels on a phone because you used a fixed pixel value instead of a relative one. I've learned the hard way that buttons smaller than 44 by 44 pixels are unclickable on a thumb tap and will get your email deleted out of frustration. Also, make sure any personalization fields, first name, company, custom attributes, are resolving correctly. Brevo uses double curly braces syntax, contact first name, and if you test with a contact who has no value, you get a blank space or the raw tag. Always test with a contact record that has all fields populated, and also with one that's partially empty, so you know your fallback default text is working. If something's off, make your edits in the campaign builder, then send another test. Don't skip the retest after small tweaks. I once changed just the button color, and that broke the link on Outlook 2016 because of a VML quirk specific to rounded corners. That cost me a 30% click rate drop before I caught it. Once the email looks perfect on both desktop and mobile, you're ready to schedule or launch. But before you hit send to your entire list, consider walking through Brevo's inbox preview feature too. That's separate from manual testing and lets you see screenshots across over 40 email clients in one batch. It costs a credit, but for a major campaign it pays for itself. Testing isn't a nice to have. It's the difference between a campaign that converts and one that sends your unsubscribe rate through the roof. You've now previewed your email, sent a real test, and reviewed it on multiple devices and clients. That 5-minute check catches broken links, mangled formatting, and embarrassing placeholder text long before your audience ever sees them. From here, you can schedule your campaign for a specific date and time, or send it immediately. I'd also export your final test as a PDF from the preview screen and keep it for your records. It's a lifesaver when someone asks why a certain version went out. Take this workflow and make it a ritual for every single send, even the small ones, and you'll never find yourself drafting an apology email for a broken campaign again. Save this tutorial and come back to it whenever you're prepping your next Brevo campaign, so you never skip the step that saves your reputation.